This is 41C, and we're going to talk about B, Portugal heading east. All right. So note number one is that in 1415, Prince Henry the Navigator, and you can see a portrait of him here, organized voyages along the west coast of Africa, and what he was seeking was a water route to Asia. So he was a prince who was very interested in exploration for this very small country of Portugal. He realized they could not provide everything that Portugal needed in that small country, so he wanted to travel to Asia and trade with Asia. Note number two, the Portuguese established forts along Africa's west coast, and they were trading gold and slaves. Note number three is in 1488, Bartholomew Diaz rounded the southern tip of Africa, which is called the Cape of Good Hope, and that was a dangerous journey because there were storms, severe storms on that southernmost coast of Africa due to the way the winds and the water met there. Calling it Cape of Good Hope was a bit of a misnomer, almost false advertising to try to be like, I hope we survive going around the southern coast of Africa here. And note number four is that in 1498, Vasco da Gama reached India and returned with a cargo equaling 60 times the cost of expedition. So, of course, this increased a greed and an obsession for more people to explore and kind of have that kind of return on their outlay of expenses. Note number five, in 1500 AD, Pedro Cabral accidentally discovered the coast of Brazil, claiming it for Portugal, and essentially that is why people in Brazil speak Portuguese to this day. And there's a map of Pedro Cabral's. There's where he hits the port in Brazil. Kind of swings wide. Note number six, the Portuguese ended the monopoly that Venice and Islamic merchants had on trade with Asia. So then Portuguese were able to trade with Asia as well, and prices had to be lowered. Alfonso de Albuquerque said, if we take this trade away from the Islamic people, Cairo and Mecca will be entirely ruined, and Venice will have received no spices unless her merchants go to buy them in Portugal. So that was a very hopeful quote for the future of Portuguese business competition there. Next section is going to be C, Spain heads west. So if you could write down C, Spain heads west and claims all of this territory that you can see, including all of Texas for Spain. Note number one, in 1492, Christopher Columbus convinced Ferdinand and Isabella of Spain to fund his expedition, and he was hoping to find Asia. Note number two, Columbus thought he had reached Asia, but he landed in the Caribbean, which to him and to Spain was a new world. All right, and you can see this map. This map is pretty interesting because you have Lisbon, Spain here. And so Columbus sails, he finds these islands. He thinks he's getting to China, but really you can see what the land really is. These are actually Caribbean islands. But this is what he thinks he's getting to. He thinks he's getting to China. It's a little bit confusing, but he was extremely confused. And there is his portrait. He settled the Caribbean islands and tragically enslaved the inhabitants of the Caribbean islands. He was giving into peer pressure because that was what the other explorers were doing. They would enslave the people of the lands that they conquered. So I wish he would have gone against peer pressure there. Note number four, 1519 to 1521, the conquistador Hernando Cortés conquered the Aztec Empire in Mexico, and this was the region there. And we'll look in our textbook about what the Aztec Empire was known for and how their civilization was built. Number five, 1532 to 1533, Francisco Pizarro conquered the Inca Empire in Peru, and we will look again also in our textbook here about the Inca Empire in Peru and their fascinating farming techniques and their language of Quipu. Note number six, in 1519 AD, Ferdinand Magellan of Spain rounded the Cape Horn here and entered the Pacific Ocean, and he almost circumnavigated the globe, which means sailed all the way around and got back to where he started. Now, he's given credit for circumnavigating the globe, but the